Okay, so before I even begin this video, I think I should justify why Trey has not uploaded the executions video for, I think it was like season 6. Alright, so let's go into detail about that. This executions video will be for July 22nd, not 22nd, but 26th. And yes, I know it seems like a long time, but you know, it's been like at least 2 months. So here's what we gotta understand. Trey is a very, very busy guy. Alright. Now, in his defense, dude has football, whether it be practice during the weekdays or games on Fridays. Dude has work on Saturdays and Sundays, and literally in between the Saturday night that he gets off of work and Sunday, he's at his girlfriend's. That is understandable to me. He's a busy guy. He's got a lot of shit going on. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate, a lot of responsibilities that he needs to, keep up with, and I really can't blame him. Yes, YouTube is one of his responsibilities, and I'm usually the one who enforces that responsibility. But I am basically saying, hey guys, give him a break. He's really pushing life right now. Like, it's getting fucking busy for him. And it's, it's not no fucking game when it comes to, him going through life. He's trying to get this job right so he can, make money, of course. He's trying to make sure his girlfriend's happy at all times because, happy girl, if you don't have a happy girlfriend, basically your life's not going to be happy. All right, happy wife equals happy life, even though they're not husband and wife. That's just the best way to look at it. Football, that's understandable. He wants to play football, and I don't have a problem with it. Of course, that's what he wants to. That's what he wants to play in high school. That's how he wants to remember it and enjoy high school. So you know what? I'm gonna give that to him, bro. If he wants to play football, that's him. And obviously, it's made him better as a person, if that makes sense. But yeah, so video games, he literally only plays about 2 hours a day, which is not much. But there's just a lot of stuff going on with him, and that's the best excuse I can give you. He will try to get that execution video out, but as of right now, we're going to skip over that one and just go into the new ones. I know it kind of feels like, some of it has been just looked over, and I hate to try and say it's like that, but it kind of is. And he's trying his best right now. Just got to give him that. Side little note before I begin this executions video. This is my first executions video, but that is not what I was, intending to say. I've been playing Gladiator on the side alongside Kensei Shigoki and Gladiator. Literally, that's who I've been playing. Trey is doing the Oni challenge, and I am partially doing the Oni challenge. I'm not playing him for all of season 8. I'm gonna, at least get Shigoki to rep 10. At least I hope. That's just a goal I set for myself. But I started playing Gladiator because I was bored, and I started looking at a couple of his mask outfits, and I was like, dude, this is really sick, And I've always thought Gladiators had cool gear, so might as well. And then that kind of inspired Trey, hey, why don't I try Gladiator on the side? So that's what he did. And we started thinking about a couple of theories. We were like, hey, I think that Gladiator is Greek. And we started talking about it, and he was just like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, Romans would enslave people from Greece to become gladiators, so that's why we think he's Greek. We're doing like a Poseidon versus Hades kind of thing. But anyway, that's enough with that. Let's get right into this executions video. Wish me luck. I'm very nervous about it. Oh god, okay, so first up we got the Vanguard of the Knights, and we all know him or her as Warden. Alright, so let's watch this execution through. Boom! Man, that is honestly one of my favorites out of the Knights for the recent ones, but I've seen better from For Honor. But yeah, this one is slick and cool. It's really nice. Well, it's just so slick. It's nice. It looks really nice. But anyway, let's get into this. So basically, Warden pulls out his longsword, and the victim attempts to punch Warden, when Warden does like this really sick parry, when he parries his the opponent's fist and brings the sword to the victim's stomach and impales him with it, right? Then Warden pushes the victim closer by, I think, just pushing the sword. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Then he throws the victim on the ground, and when the victim tries to get up, he loses his head by the hands, well, more like long sword, of Warden. Okay, so in this execution, it looks flashy. It looks really flashy, and a lot of people may be thinking, oh, this one could be real, could be fake. It depends. It all depends on your opinion. Well, I can tell you that judging off of just looking at it extensively and just looking and making sure, hey, that every move looks like it can be done, like this parry, the jab to the stomach, the throw on the ground, and then the head cut off, it doesn't raise any eyebrows. So, the question is this execution real? Yes. In my personal opinion, because this is what it is, yeah, this execution is real. Next up, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Conqueror. Alright, I want you, as my people, as intellectuals, as people who can think before making actions, to look at this execution, and you know what, put in the comments if you think this one's real, bro. I swear to God, it's, just take a second to think about it. We got it? You think it's real? You think it's not real? Put it in the comments. Alright. So this one is definitely not my personal favorite. It's just not satisfying to me. It doesn't look cool. It's just, like I've said, I've seen better from Ubisoft. But, here it goes. So Conqueror hits the victim with his flail in the face. The victim then magically gets stuck on the flail. So, this is why, on the ball of the flail, you know, just to be precise, doesn't wrap around his head. It literally just hits him in the face and it sticks there. And then the victim begins to backpedal. Meanwhile, Conqueror pulls the victim closer so hard that it takes the victim's head clean off, dude. No broken neck, just boom, head clean off. All right, pop top, it's over. And also, while he pulls the body close because the head's gone, the body falls on Conqueror's shield, of course, and Conqueror just kind of pushes him down. Well, here's how I think of it. All right. So, there's a few things I see wrong about this one. All right. First, how did the ball of the flail, get stuck on the victim's face? Shouldn't have just fallen? And then he pulls the head off. And if you've seen the previous videos in this series, you would know you can't just simply pull someone's head off. So obviously this begs the question. Is this execution real? Guys have a guess? Hell no, that shit ain't real, boy. Get this fake shit out of my face, bro. Can't pull someone's head off just because it's stuck, magically stuck. I'm sorry, I had to express that one. This one kind of pisses me off. Anyway, to the next one we go. Alright, so now we're moving on to the assassin class of the Knights. You guys know her as PK or Peacekeeper. So this one is called Trepanation, or Trepanation, or whatever, by Peacekeeper. Okay, so this one is obviously very slick, and it is pretty familiar. I know I've seen it in a movie somewhere, or something like that. I can't really remember the where, but whatever the case may be, let's get into this. So Peacekeeper goes for the killing blow with her sword, and then the victim grabs the sword, stopping the attack. So then Peacekeeper goes to strike the victim with her dagger, in which the victim grabs PK's wrist, once again stopping the attack. So PK then lets go of her sword and then ducks down while letting go of the dagger and catches the dagger. Then to finish the victim, she slashes the abdomen upwards then puts a blow to the head of the victim with the dagger and pushes the victim on the ground. So everything looks really slick and pretty cool about this execution. It's nice, it's fancy, it makes PK look like an absolute badass. I wouldn't fuck with this woman, would you? So, here's the thing. There's only one thing that makes me question it. And that is the durability of the human skull. Now, if you were to slice someone's abdomen with a dagger, cool. But this is taking into consideration without armor. So obviously, Warden's helmet, or whoever you're committing this act of absolute domination on, you know, their helmet, or if they have a helmet, doesn't play into effect. Because, you know, this whole thing is about without armor, because there's so many characters in the game, and we're not going to take into consideration all that. But, the durability of the human skull, I don't know if a dagger would be able to get through it like that. But they do it in The Walking Dead and stuff like that, and I don't see the issue with it. So is this execution real? That's the real question here, right? Right? Okay, so just because I don't know the durability of the human skull, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's feasible, meaning this could be tried and it could be done. Now to the next one we go. Coming in at 4th on this list, we got the big, the beefy, the meme lord, Lawbringer. Okay, so this execution is called Chokehold, and this is probably my favorite out of the knights. Warden's was pretty cool, PK's was pretty cool, but this is definitely probably my favorite. It is a very cool execution. It makes Lawbringer look like an absolute mountain of a man. It's crazy, and I love it. I love it. So, the victim tries to punch Lawbringer, in which Lawbringer is just like, nope, and grabs the punch and twists his wrist. And then spins the victim around into a full-fledged chokehold, alright? Then Lawbringer proceeds to snap the victim's neck and throw the lifeless body on the ground. Okay, so nothing seems wrong with this one. It's pretty obvious that somebody can perform a chokehold and then crack someone's neck. There's no real red flags. It's very realistic. So, yeah. Let's ask the golden question. Is this execution real? Yeah, it's real. It can be done. There's nothing else about it. This one's real. Next up, we got the Roman boy, the god of Season 2, Centurion. So this execution is called Alacato Est. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This one looks a lot like a move Sint does called Lion's Roar, where if you guard break him and you hit him with 3 lights, it jabs him with the pommel of the Gladius. But yeah, so let's get this going. So the victim tries to throw a punch at Centurion. Centurion then responds by cutting off the victim's arm. When the victim looks that his arm is gone, Centurion grabs the other shoulder, twisting the victim's body so the victim is facing front. Then Sint hits the victim in the face with the pommel of the Gladius 2 times and then kicks the victim to the ground. So there's not much wrong with this one. The only thing I see wrong is the human wouldn't die from just 2 hits to the face. But he still lost an arm, so more than likely he'll just bleed out on the ground after he gets kicked. So, once again, the question that everybody's been waiting to hear the answer to. Is this one real? Yeah, it's a solid execution. I think it's real. Next up, we got my new knight main and my favorite assassin in the game, probably. And this one is Gladiator. This is Sleep Now by Gladiator. Okay. So this one is a lot like Lawbringers. In a lot of ways, I'd even say it's almost recycled. It kind of looks the same. It's the same concept, you know, let me break his neck and kick him off, you know. That's kind of what they're going for here. So, okay. Glad wraps his trident around the victim's throat and then snaps the neck. There's really not much else to it. So, it should be pretty evident that, you know, you can do this one. So, let's make it official. This will probably be the shortest execution that I have done in this video. Is this execution real? Obviously real. Okay, that's just what I'm going to put as this answer. Obviously real. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first How Real Are 400 Executions video, and I was kind of nervous about it. You know, I didn't know how you guys would react to it. But yeah, once again, please give Trey a break. He's going through a lot. I'll cover if I need to. You know, it's that kind of sort of jazz. I will be playing Gladiator a little bit more, but of course Kensei will always still be my main. Maybe you could see maybe a Gladiator duels with a certain mask outfit or something. It all depends. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with your friends and Grandma Susie. And I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.